Hey everyone, how are you? I wanted to jump on and share something I've been journaling, processing over the last couple of days. Sunday was a very emotional day for me. For some reason, I was really missing Kit and feeling very down and feeling sorry for myself a bit. I want to be honest and transparent because that's part of the journey to have those up and down days. It was one of those down days. But one of the things that occurred to me was this nuance of being uh, how in our lives we get things added to our plates and taken away, and sometimes the ad is a good thing, sometimes the ad is a bad thing, sometimes the takeaway is a good thing, sometimes the takeaway is a bad thing, or at least how we interpret it feels good or bad. And I was missing Kit on Sunday and feeling a hole, WHOLE, or sorry, HOLE, but then recognizing where I do feel whole, WHOLE, and how both of those can kind of exist at the same moment. You don't imagine having a hole and then calling yourself whole. So it's an interesting dynamic, but it speaks to that spiritual theory that we've talked about in here about the spiral. Like, there really is no end and no beginning. It's a matter of, time is not a straight line. It allows you to go backwards and forwards at your convenience in a way that allows you to go back and relive, reflect, understand what you learned, and then recognize what you need to take forward. I think those lessons are really what it's all about in life. And, I am working also on this other dynamic that has like slowly showed itself, and I've talked about on these videos before, but this feeling of dying. And I think Sunday I was in a really bad headspace and just feeling like I don't want to do this anymore, and what if I give up? And I think the last 3 years, if I've had that conversation with myself or somebody else, it's been under 10 times maximum, maybe under 5. I think I've been just afraid to explore the idea of what if I die? And the reality is all of us are going to die, right? I've said this joke before, the Sir Anthony Hopkins joke of like, nobody makes it out of here alive. So just that recognition that all of us are going to die, and just to accept that as a real outcome. And it doesn't have to be an outcome for a year from now. My goodness, my hope is it's a 40 or 50 year away outcome. But it's like a door in a room, and I'm afraid to open it. And I can't be afraid to open something that is a legit option, because if I can't acknowledge it and I can't accept it, then can I actually honor living? It's these polarities that we live with in life, right? These kind of like extremes, or the far left and the far right. I mean, everything with the politics right now, for goodness sakes. Um, but just a recognition that everything doesn't have to be all bad or all good. Like, we don't there is nothing like that. And so the recognition that we create these polarities in our life, like, do I have holes or am I whole? Am I adding or am I subtracting? And I just want to throw out there that I kind of think we're doing both at the same time. I am a whole being with holes. And there are moments where I miss Kit and I want to fill that with something, or I need to care for that wound in whatever way, whether it be talking to a therapist or what have you, going for a walk or journaling or whatever, meditation, whatever it might be. But those holes actually change us and transform us into the person we're meant to become. And none of us make it out of this world without some level of pain and heartache. So I think the question is, how are you living right now where you're honoring both the holes and being whole? Let me say that again. How are you living right now where you're honoring your holes, those things that your wounds, and also being whole? Just something I'm working on. Hope this is of service to all of you, and I will talk to you next week after my 11th chemo session. Talk to you soon. Be well. Bye.